Hello guys, welcome to next Selenium tutorial. So in this tutorial we are going to see how can we write our first Selenium or test case using Chrome browser. So in this video we are going to see Facebook login page as a test case. The test case will be like we are going to open Chrome browser. We have to launch facebook.com and check the current URL and check the page title. So and then what we are going to do is we are going to enter the username and password and clicking on the login button. So we are going to have a dummy email and a dummy password, so it is going to throw the error. Okay, let's get started with the test case. So I have already created a project, so let me create one class with Chrome browser. I will have main method added. So in order to run Chrome browser, we need to download Chrome driver. So to download your Chrome driver, go to selenium.dev. So in that, click on downloads link. If we go down, you can see plus browsers tab. So expand this, you can see multiple browsers. So all these browsers, this link will navigate to particular browser driver. So right now we have to take our Chrome driver. So click on this documentation link. It will navigate to chromium.org.chrome Driver. So here if you see all versions available in this download links. So click on this download links. It will open a new tab. You can see here latest three releases Chrome driver is already added in the first three lines. So if you want to older version, if you go down, you can see all other versions of the Chrome driver. So to check which version you have to download, so check in your Chrome browser. So if you go to top right corner, click on this triple dot, click on help button and click on about Chrome driver. If you see here, you can see here Chrome version. What is the version you are using? So I have 85 version. So I have to download version 85. So click on this. It will download your. Go to your next where you have to download. You can see all other ways Chrome driver version will be available. So I am using a Windows machine. So I have to download Chrome driver Windows 32. So don't worry about this Windows 32. It will work on 32-bit and 64-bit both OS. So click on this. It will download your zip file as Chrome driver.exe file, and then you have to extract this file. So wait for a moment. It will until it gets downloaded. So go here. So what you have to do is right click, just extract all. So what will happen? It will extract the .exe file. So it is Chrome driver.exe file. You can see over here it is downloaded. So I have already downloaded in my local machine. I have kept all the setup done for this. So in drivers, I have Chrome driver 85 version and one more version, Chrome driver.exe for 84 version. So we are going to see what will happen if we give older version for the browser driver, right? It will throw error. So let's see how can we create with current version positive test case. So what we have to do is first we have to set up the Chrome driver. For that you have to use system.set property. We have to give key and value. So key will be like Chrome driver dot, so here WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. So we have to give exactly this text. If you do any mistake in this words, so it will throw error. We have to give the right path. So here this will be the path. So where you have downloaded and kept your Chrome version. Chrome driver. So here I have kept this. So we have to copy absolute path over here. So I will take absolute path here, Chrome driver. So we have to keep. So now you can see here it is giving the double slash, it automatically added. So this double slash will not work in other OS actually. So if you don't want, you can give single forward slash. So both will work in the same in Windows machine. So if you are giving double backslash, it will not work in the other OS like Mac OS or Linux. So it is better you can give single forward slash. So this has set up the Chrome driver. So let's launch our Chrome driver. So it will throw error, compilation error it is giving because we have not imported this particular class. So you can see over here it is giving the suggestion we have to import from org.openqa.selenium.chrome. So if you have not added your Selenium related jar files, it will not give you the suggestion. This suggestion will not come. Instead, it will ask you to create the class with the Chrome driver, right? So let me import this class. So you can see it is imported. So if you launch, what will happen? It will just create one browser instance for your Chrome driver. So it will not do anything. It's just plain Chrome driver. It will launch. Let me run this. We are getting some error. Starting Chrome driver with 84 version. So we have given the version for this one. I have already told that if you are giving incompatible version, it will throw error. So that is what we have seen here. Because I am using version 85, you can see I'm using version 85. So that's why we are seeing over here like we are using Chrome driver 84. So that's why it is throwing error, because I have copied from older versions. So I have to give the right one. So from here, so let me give now. Right. So if you are not giving your Chrome driver, what will happen? It will throw error that you have to set up your Chrome driver first. You can see here the path to the driver executable must be set by the webdriver.chrome.driver. Right. So and also it will give you the right instruction where you can go and download. The latest version can be downloaded from. So if you take this website, it will you can directly download it from this website. So it's directly the Chrome drivers. This site and whatever it is giving, both will be same. You can see here all the older versions will be available here. So you can download what is the version you are using it. So we are using 85, so you can version 85 latest one you can download. So it will work on that. So that's how the WebDriver has giving the facility where exactly it is going wrong and where from where you can get it resolved, right? Yeah. So let me try. So what will happen if you are giving new Chrome driver? So it will launch one Chrome driver over here, plain Chrome driver. Apart from that, it will not launch anything. You can see here it has opened your Chrome driver instance. Okay. Let me close this. So let me assign this to one reference variable of Chrome driver. You may think why I am giving here Chrome driver instead of WebDriver. So if you are working with only single browser like Chrome driver or Firefox driver, you can give directly Chrome driver. It is not required for us to give WebDriver necessarily all the time. So there is no harm in using WebDriver as well, but it is good practice to give Chrome driver if you are working with a single browser. If you are working with multiple browsers, like you want to do cross browser testing, then you can go for WebDriver interface. Like you can create one instance variable here. Let me import this, and you can just assign this over here like this. You can go for that, so it will work fine, because we have to make it as a static, right? So static variable outside it will not work. Let me create this over here. So you can work like this also. When we can go for this WebDriver interface when you are going for a multiple browser testing in the same scripts for or same your test case creation or same framework. So unless otherwise you are going for multiple browser testing, you can directly go for Chrome driver directly. So there is no harm in that, right? So let me try with Chrome driver itself what will happen. right? So what will happen, so now also it will throw it will give, it will launch your chrome driver, plain chrome driver, and it will, that instance will be assigned to this driver variable. So after that, what we have to do, so our test case will be like, we have to launch, open the browser. So this is what it has done. So this will open your browser. So the what is the next step will be launch facebook.com. Okay, so for launching your facebook.com, we have to use get method. So here we have to give URL. So what is the facebook.com's URL will be like? So let's copy from here, give it here, right? So now what will happen? So this will open the browser and this will launch the facebook.com, this method, right? Let's run and try what will happen. Open the browser, launching the facebook.com. You can see it is launched the facebook.com, right? So what is the next step? So we have to check the current URL and get the page title, right? Let's get it. So to get the URL, driver supports get current URL method. Okay, so this will return your string variable. So let's catch the in string variable. What is that? URL. Let's print that. This is current variable, current URL for Facebook. So this has to return exactly this facebook.com. Let me try here, URL. So this is the first step. So what is the next one will be check page title. So let's fetch the page title. So same driver dot. So to get the page title, so how, what it will fetch over here, just right click inspect. So you can see here head, and if you go down you can see one title tag. So this will return this Facebook hyphen login or sign up. So it has to return this particular string. So let's check that. This has to be the exactly same. Dot equals. So let's give string page title. Okay. So get title. This is the method WebDriver is supposed to fetch the title. So this has to give exactly this one. And if it is fetched and it is equal, so it will be like, let's print test case passed. Okay. Else test case failed. Let's run and try. It will open the browser, launching facebook.com. After that, it has to fetch the current URL and it is fetching the Facebook login or sign up. You can see here the Facebook URL has been fetched the exactly what it is. You can see whatever we have given, the same has been fetched, and it is fetched the page title. You can see here test case passed, so it is fetching the same one, so it is passed the test case. Correct? Yeah. So what is the next step will be? So we have to enter the dummy email or phone number text. So if you see here Facebook, so we have to enter either email address or phone number in the input text and password in the password input text. So to get the path for this locators, just right click on this, inspect. So it will open the exactly what is the element it is fetch, it is having. So it is having input tag. You can see here in the page it is highlighting when your mouse hover on this particular element. So okay, you can see here it is hovering. So to get your X path, so right click on this particular element, click on copy, go to copy XPath or copy full XPath. So copy XPath will give you relative XPath. Copy full XPath will give you the absolute XPath. It's highly recommended to use copy XPath, not the copy full path, because any one element if it is changing or removing, so this copy full XPath will like breaking. So your test case will fail automatically. So that is more fragile. So I would recommend go for copy XPath. I will show you how it looks like. Copy XPath. In Notepad I will open it. So this is how it is fetching the XPath. So if you go for copy full XPath, so it will give you from the HTML, from HTML tag till where it is coming up. You can see here it is starting from HTML tag and it is until your input tag it is coming up. So both will work fine, but when if there is any change in the UI, say for example if they are adding one more div over here like this, so this complete path will break, so that your test case will fail always. If there is a small change also, your test case will fail. So it is better, highly recommended, you can use relative XPath. So I'm going to use relative XPath over here. So what is the next step will be like, I have to take driver dot find element by class XPath. So we have to give XPath over here. So it is better, so we have to give single quotes send keys. So we have to give dummy email address, dummy@gmail.com. So to check whether this is the correct XPath or not before you are going to execute it. So there is one facility in Chrome Chrome browser. Just in your elements, just press Control F. You can see one find by string selector or XPath text input is open. You can see here up and down will be there. Just place it here. It will highlight you where exactly it is actually. You can see how many XPath are there in the same XPath what you are giving. You can see here one of one. So this XPath has only one in the particular page. So it is unique. You can good to go with this. So you can press enter. It will highlight in there your web page. You can see here, right? So and here you can see it is highlighting also. So this way you can like verify whether your XPath is correct or not. So also you can verify whether how many XPath are there in the particular XPath you have given that. You can see here one or only one, right? So you can good to go with this. And then what you have to do is we have to get the password XPath. So same way, right click, inspect, it is highlighting that input password. Right click on this particular element, copy XPath. So again, driver dot find element by dot XPath. So instead of double quotes, we can give single quotes dot send keys. I am giving dummy password PWD. Right? So we have taken in input email address and password. So now we have to click on login. So that is the next step for us. Click on login button. So let's take the same. You can see here. Sorry, we have to delete this, and unless until we delete it will not give you the right path. Click on this. You can see here button is highlighting in the your web page. So right click on this, copy XPath, right? So let's click on this driver dot find element by XPath. Instead of double quotes, give single quotes. Or it is not send keys, it should be click, right? So now what will happen, our script. So it will open the browser, launch facebook.com. It will fetch your current URL, and it will fetch your current page title, and it will verify whether it is we are launching the right page. And then it will enter dummy@gmail.com, and it will enter password, dummy password, and click on login button. So what will happen, it will throw error actually. So let's verify this how it works. Right click, run as Java application. Open to the browser, launching facebook.com, entered dummy gmail.com. So here you can see dummy password is entered in the same input text. So because we have given the same, I guess you can see here we have given the same email address, that's why it is launching the in entering the same one. So let's correct that. Right click, inspect. You can see here, right click, copy, export. Yes, give single quotes, right? It's a dummy password. Let's try. Let's try now. Now you can see it is entered in the right input text and password. Clicked on your login button, and it is trying to log in. It is, and then it has to throw error because this email ID and password does not exist in the Facebook. This is still, it is trying to log in. Still trying to log in. So it's checking the backend. You can see, sorry, something went wrong. We are working on it. So maybe something wrong with the Facebook side. Let's close this. Right, so you can see over here your current URL is this one, and test case is passed, right? So this is how your Chrome driver works actually, exactly what it is trying to do. And we'll try some error scenario as well. Earlier we have seen some error scenario with a different Chrome driver version. So it has thrown you the error with incompatible version. So let's try one more time what is that error it is throwing. Let me try with new line. Delete. Let me try with, yeah. So we have to give here double slash or single forward slash. Otherwise it will throw compilation error. Right. Let me comment this correct one. Right click, run as Java application. You can see over here starting with Chrome driver version 84. So I am using 85, so the version will not be compatible. So we can see with this error, exception in thread main, org openqa selenium dot WebDriver exception, unknown error, could not find Chrome binary. So with this error, you cannot identify whether what's going wrong with the incompatible version, because this is coming from WebDriver only. So if it is coming from your Chrome browser, you can easily identify. But right now, Chrome WebDriver is giving only this much error only. So if you remember this, I think it will be good for you in future if you are using incompatible version. Let's try with compatible version with some incorrect values. Let me try giving some incorrect this text webdriver.chrome.driver. So you can see, right, the path is incorrect. It will show you must set with this error. The path to the driver executable must be set by the webdriver.chrome driver. So it has to be exactly this string. You cannot make any mistake in this, right? And this is the one error possibly it will occur. And if you are giving any error, I mean invalid path over here, So it will give you that invalid path for the driver. You can see that driver executable does not exist in this path. So because we have given the invalid folder over here, so that's why it is throwing this error. This is also one possible error we can make mistakes. And one more thing is, so this is the .exe file, right? So if you are not giving .exe, so then also it will throw the same error. So it will consider this also a folder, and it is expecting one more Chrome driver.exe file. You can see here earlier what we have get, the same we are getting right now. So driver executable does not exist because this is considering this also as a folder, right? That's why it is giving that error. So if you are not giving .exe also, it will throw the same error. So right now, let's try with this. So now it has to execute the same. So apart from these, if you are getting any errors, please leave in the comments. I will reply with the correct one. How can we fix that issue? So let's try. Facebook is trying. So maybe we are trying to hack the Facebook system. That's why it is not logging in and it is giving the error. Maybe it is still not launching the facebook.com. Yeah, it will not launch with the facebook.com. And if you notice, you can see over here Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. So when you are trying with any WebDriver, right, so it will give you this particular message in the top of your browser. You can close that also using your WebDriver itself. So better let it be. So if you are going to normal browser, you cannot see that, but only in Chrome driver you can see that, because WebDriver is supporting that facility, and Chrome browser as well, right? Yeah, so this is how we can automate using Chrome browser. So you can see over here we have done launching the facebook.com. We got that current URL, what is the page title. We have tried giving the input of our email and password and clicking on the button. So this is how we can automate. So to automate, you need to have your Chrome driver compatible with your local machine's Chrome browser. So unless until it is compatible with that, you cannot work with. So it is mandatory for us to have your Chrome driver.exe file in your machine. We have to give exactly where it is. So then only that Chrome driver will talk to your Chrome browser, right? Yeah. So this is it from this video. If you like the video, give thumbs up, and if you have any doubts or clarification, if you are getting any doubts, please leave the comments. I will reply with a solution. So share it with your friends if you any of your friends looking for this. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you.